Good morning, friends and fellow farmers. Okay, it is the 10th. Oh, I was expecting a luau. It's Maru's birthday. Huh. Wonder what we're going to have to give Maru today. Good morning. Party, 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 party. This music is too sedate. What do we got here? We've got some coffee. Alright, down the hatch. Time to go. Got some beans. Now I've got to check. I'm pretty sure I've got... Good morning. I hope I didn't give the kid coffee. I have to go into town today. Don't work too hard. Need something good for lunch. Why, thank you. How are we doing otherwise? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I remember vaguely where we were. Right. We were working on our trash collection. Now I have... These are starfruit wine, but these are regular grade. What I might do is I might... For the luau tomorrow, I might steal a bottle of high-grade wine here. Might pop that in and blow everybody's socks off. For the oh, let's water this for the luau. Now it's been a few days since I played, so I'm trying to. A few days is in like 2 weeks. Dear James, tomorrow we're all gathering at the beach for the annual Pelican Town Luau. The highlight of the events is the communal potluck. Make sure you bring something good to contribute. The governor himself is attending the event, so make sure you're on your best behavior. No getting like wasted and retching on the beach. I think that's what they're trying to say. Come to the beach sometime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Lewis. You know, it means I should get my trash today because I won't... Oh boy. Okay, it is Diamond for someone's birthday today. But we need maybe to put down some more starfruit. Okay. Now I did my... Like if I were to... My extra speed grow, is that stuff still active? I feel like it is. I'm going to just assume it is, and if it isn't, it isn't. And let's just go to town here. Interesting the variance in the number of days between some of it. Okay, I guess we'll just try and be consistent. Let's go with the top here. Let's fill in all the spots where I made a mess already. Let's go this way. So we'll get all these. Right, and I had smelted down a gajillion things for my crab pots, and then I was getting more wood by... I'd planted more trees, and I was just chipping down all the things I'd found. That was going nicely, if I recall. I was actually able to produce a certain amount of crab pots each day just by doing that. So we might keep on with that a little bit, see how that goes. Well, first we got to put down the ridiculous amount of seeds here. Yeah. Got one spot that's already gone. It's gone away on us. Alright, let's put all the rest of these. And I'm seeing already that I miss... I love when you almost don't even notice sometimes when you're walking along. You just plink plonk. There's too many spots to look at, I find. My eye is focusing on the space that's ahead of me, not the space behind me. And I'll get thinking, it's such a kind of tedious activity, which I guess is part of what makes it a fantastic activity, is that you're busy throwing down a bajillion seeds, and then suddenly you're like, you pay attention again. You've been thinking about what you can eat for dinner, or what's on, what you're watching at the same time, or, you know, you got your brain on something else, and then you realize, oh boy, I've missed 20 different placements, and stuff everywhere. Excuse me if you could. That Junimo is just like, no, I feel pretty good here. This is my spot. Oh, thanks, bud. Okay, you guys... I appreciate you guys helping. You didn't get up early enough today. Okay, you guys keep going with those ones. I'll leave those in. I don't know what they make of me going all bananas here. They're just like, oh, if the farmer would slow it down a little bit. Like, dude, chill. You know? Just take it easy, man. Like, we're here, we're doing the job. Like, we showed up. Like, what are you worrying about? It's gonna get done. It's gonna happen. Gotta bring calmness to this farm, buddy. I imagine that the Junimos are super chill, or they're incredibly aggressive. I don't know which. Harvey sees a lot of like Junimo related bites. Is that he has to give an inoculation. children in the valley receive an inoculation against Junimo bites every spring. Left unattended, a Junimo bite will become incredibly infected. The victims, as they generally become, will find themselves with a ravenous appetite for starfruit. They may become aggressive, unresponsive. Essentially, they're zombies. That's what we get turned into. Harvesting zombies. Excuse me. If you could move. Alright. Oh, there we go. You gotta respect them, right? They're like, look, we're doing this for giggles. Like, we just like harvesting. It's a thing. But you're gonna have to keep your pants on because, like, or your hat or whatever it is, keep all of your gear on because we're gonna take our time. And that's that. Okay, that's fine. You guys do that. You take your time. Let's put these over here because we're gonna need to make ourselves some starfruit wine at some point. No, not now. Not now. Right. So that's 250, 320. Yeah, that's 300 something. That's looking good. Alright, did we leave a pile of stuff in here out of curiosity? Nah, not really. Alright, let's put these seeds back. So we have another 150 seeds. I'm feeling like I probably will have to buy more. That's a guess. Here you go, kitty. Alright, let's get down. Let's go down. Well, where is Maru going to be today? Probably up at her house. So maybe let's go up here first. Let's be sensible about this. I don't know where Maru would be on a Wednesday afternoon. She might be at home. How hard would this creep this family out? I think they'd scream and then throw things at me. A birthday gift, that's very kind of you. I love it. Is it just me or did it suddenly get really hot? We probably shouldn't stand on this hay, it might ignite. Things are going to get out of control here. I guess it's just me. Wow. Maru. Alright, let's head on down. We can go get some of our crab pots as we head on down here. Yeah, I was thinking that this section is quite nice actually for harvesting. The section I was putting them on already, not so much. Not so much. Alright, here we go. It is funny, again, the number one question I've still been getting on, it's weird. For some reason I just get little bumps of new viewers coming along, and if you're a new viewer, welcome, hello. The number one question, when are you going to notice the worms, like the artifact spots? You just keep walking past them and I scream at my monitor every single time. I'm so sorry. You're going to scream at your monitor for like 100 episodes. I just had no idea. It entertains me. It's become actually more frequent, the question. I don't know if people are just trolling me now or if it's just genuinely newer viewers are. It is the number one new viewer question. Like, when do you notice this? I think they just hope it's going to happen soon because it's driving everybody crazy. So if I ever do another series, well, thankfully that won't be a thing. I'll be able to get them a lot quicker. It is quite funny. It's ridiculous. I don't know that I ever... I really don't remember. I feel like it's higher than 60 because I get the question around episode 60 a lot. But I feel like it must be close to 100. It may be over. I don't really know. It was a really long time into the game. I was just busy farming. I was just busy doing my thing. I wasn't worried about being an archaeologist. I think I'd have to go back and find it. I really think I might have been just hoeing like my yard and then hit one by accident and then realized it or something. It's like I just somehow managed to go a really long time. Or maybe I hit them and only got clay and thought like maybe I just hit a dirt spot and that there was nothing of significance to the artifact. I have no idea. Anyway. Oh. Alright. I don't know what else is going on. Every month, I watch, I don't really watch a ton of Netflix. I watch a lot of Criterion. And they've had just piles and piles of old Columbia movies on. So I've been just binge watching movies from the 30s to the 50s, pretty much. And I do that pretty regularly. I watch probably every evening. I probably watch a movie. And except last month they had this. They have like movies that leave every month. So some come on to the channel, some leave, and so there's always stuff expiring. And they have a nice little tab for expiring stuff. And because I'm a cinephile, I will go through that, and I force myself to go through it and to watch all the vitamins. All the movies I've just never watched. I've watched a lot of movies, and I've just skipped some because I've just went, I don't know that I really want to watch this, George Stevens romantic comedy from 1955, that or whatever it is. And I am now watching all of them, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it all. Like most of the movies I watch, I really have been thoroughly enjoying. And but this month there was a lot of movies leaving, like an unmentionable number. And all the big stuff, like the Louis Buñuel stuff, I'd seen all that, and all the kind of the big name stuff. But then there was just mountains of stuff, like mountains of Jean Arthur movies I hadn't seen, piles and piles of amazing Gary Cooper movies. Stuff I wanted to rewatch. And so the past 3 days before now, whenever this goes up, actually this goes up pretty much the day before recording, because I got so behind on recording because I spent like 3 days just binge watching movies. So my head is pancake batter from watching classic movies the past 3 days. Like, I don't even know how many movies I've watched. It's like a lot. I missed that. Whatever he just said was really good. Something about my essence being infused in the fruit. Oh my gosh, my essence is infused in the fruit, man. It's like strawberries and bananas. That's all I got in my head. At any rate, it's a great way. I very much encourage people who kind of like classic movies or like things. It's a great way to force yourself to just take in new things that I had a predisposition against certain stuff. Like I've watched tons of like the weirdest stuff, like 70s Japanese, like whatever, like mainstream trash movies. Watched just weirdest genres. I've kind of taken it all in. A lot of the big name stuff from the 70s I've watched, but there's so many weird things I had just like, a lot of classics, a lot of stuff from the 30s and 40s I hadn't watched, and just thought, oh wow, this isn't going to be as interesting. When in fact, a lot of it is really interesting and really, really good, and I'm so happy to be watching. But it's amazing when you force yourself to kind of like, it's almost like taking vitamins at first, although now it's a love. Now I'm actually like, it's become one of my favorite things in film. I look forward to so many of the names. I see, certain actors, and it's like, oh boy, this is going to be fantastic. And I wouldn't have thought that way a little while ago, so it's lovely. It's like with books, with anything, when you kind of push yourself to go out of your comfort zone. That's usually leads to wonderful things. Very seldomly, I think, when I take in a new genre or a new idea, new thing, like I don't read it, certain genres of books by habit. When I do, it's often quite wonderful, and I'm like, where has it been all my life? And sometimes I'll get a little bored with, a genre or an idea or whatever, and then you just change the gear and you go, wow, there's a whole world out there of stuff, like of interesting new things. Yeah, but it's quite wonderful. And at first it might feel like you're taking your vitamins, but soon it'll become familiar. And there's a joy to that. Anyway, I think that's an important thing to do. That's my my thought for the day. Is take your vitamins, whether it's your cinema vitamins or your book vitamins or your music vitamins. Go experience something that you feel that you might actually be predisposed to or against. You might think, you know what? I think John Cage is an idiot, and then go listen to John Cage. I don't actually quite like John Cage, or whatever it is. Go find a thing that you think that you don't like, maybe give it a chance. I mean, there's things you know you don't like. There's things you go, I've listened to that and I don't like it. But if it's been long enough, maybe come back to it. Why not? That's where I'm at. I'm reading the books I've left on my pile of, things I need to get to, and all of the things that I've kind of haven't gotten around to. I'm trying to now get around to it, and it's quite a fun thing. And you realize you don't know nothing about anything. It's absurd. That's always a good thing too. Find the more you explore an area you don't know anything about, at first you feel kind of like, holy cow, I'm an idiot, like, in this topic. And then you slowly get a kind of a mastery, but then with that you might get complacent or, arrogant in your belief that you know all about it. And then you turn a corner and suddenly realize you know nothing again. I think realizing you know nothing is sometimes the most wonderful thing, because it means you can't be bored with things. It's easy to become bored with stuff and act as though we're, we've seen it all, we've read it all, we know it all. But showing up as being stupid is the best thing. Because we're all pretty stupid. Now that's it, wow. I hoped we'd get more wood this time. We didn't get that much wood, but it'll probably get us 60 pieces of wood. Not as much as I would have hoped to get. 20, 100, well, maybe 140 pieces, is that it? It is nice that by the time you get through the recycling cycle once, let's see here. Oh, that's it. Oh. No, there we go. We'll grab our pile of stuff here. It's gonna wait. Oh, we got some more CDs. Okay, I guess we'll put those in. There we are. Ridiculous number of torches. We're the leading supplier of torches in all of North America. Oh my gosh, there we go. Well, at least we're getting a little coal out of this. That's a good thing too. 21 coal. Like that's passable. So 21 coal and then whatever, 140 some wood. That definitely buys us a little bit. So I feel like each day we'll slowly get there. How are we looking? You know what, I gotta go. First let's empty out this inventory and then we'll come and deal with that, because we don't have any room. It's out of control. Alright. Oh, I haven't smelted all this copper down yet. Ha! Okay. So we gotta get to that. Let's... Right, because I ran out of coal. Isn't that it? Oh, that's a nice... There we go. Nice piles of stuff here. Alright. Well, that's fine. We'll pop this away. We'll deal with it next time. Let's go water everything in the greenhouse and get all of that that ancient fruit that's come up. There we go. And there we are. I need a jukebox in here. I wonder, are we able to put one in here? That might be kind of nice. I'd be willing to forfeit a couple of my planters to have music in the greenhouse, because I do feel like this is one place I often come to. It's like in the morning or the end of the day when you might want a little music. We need some greenhouse music, maybe. I think that's something we'll try. I would imagine we can put one in here. So if I'm not mistaken, you can put one in the yard, I think. We got coffee too. Well, no cranberries, so that's alright. What time? 1:10. Yeah, I think we'll just squeak in. And then tomorrow we'll have the luau. So that's not too bad. Just like real life, the season's plowing ahead here. Quicker than I would like. Shockingly fast, really. Although time does seem to be in a bit of a strange mode at the moment. I find every day I perpetually lost track of time. Like I lost big swaths of it. And that's okay sometimes. Sometimes you really want to know where you're at. Alright, let's I don't have anything to put in there. I'll get the wine in the morning. It's all good. Put these crabs away. Oh. Putting honey in the fridge, I guess, too. Well, alright. That was not so bad. That's it, and we will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.